on the back of the speed now. Mission drifts back. Helene Vitality last of all. Daddy-a-Paw rolling at a good click at the 250-metre mark. Daddy-a-Paw joined by Silvano. Oriental Express and Gym and Tonic unleashing a big run. He's coming again late. It might be too late. Silvano for Subrix has got a break. He's 2 lengths clear. Gym and Tonic trying hard. Indigenous third. Silvano wins the QE2 by 2 lengths. I've got to say, in hindsight, this horse was on the market. Nobody bought him. He has just claimed himself as an international horse in a matter of months.
Hoffentlich hat diesen Stress des Wanderns gut überstanden. Der Start überzeugend. Konzentration im Gesicht von Silvano.
The announcement that Silvano had retired from stud duties produced a flood of emotions. There was sadness that the production line had stopped, and yet relief that it was just retirement. Mostly there is gratitude for the tremendous privilege of knowing this exceptional horse, and for everything he has meant to so many participants in the breeding and racing industry around the globe. Silvano's history is inextricably linked with that of the Jacobs family and the Gestedt Verhof, where he was born. The stud farm is known for producing top-class horses, and it is well established as a leading thoroughbred stud. Silvano's sire, Lomitas, himself a product of Gestedt Verhof, had been a promising 2-year-old, and there were high hopes for his 3-year-old career, when Lomitas suddenly developed a phobia of the starting stalls, so severe that his career hung in the balance. His trainer, Andreas Vera, was advised to consult Monty Roberts, an American trainer who had been applying his techniques of natural horsemanship to starting young horses. He stepped in to help the colt to overcome his fear, and Lomitas went on to win 5 of his 6 starts that season, including 3 Group 1 races.
Lomitas, 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 überlegen vor Temporal.
Lomitas became German champion 3-year-old and Horse of the Year, an undisputed star of the racetrack, and the highest-rated German horse in recent history. Gestedt Verhof purchased 12 mares from America to inject some speed into their traditionally classic pedigrees. One of those, Spirit of Eagles, was a recommendation by Monty Roberts. Although her 1996 colt by Lomitas initially did little to distinguish himself from his peers, he showed class and quality and was named after Silvano, a successful Swiss downhill skier. Monty Roberts' success with Lomitas brought him close to the Jacobs family, and he was called upon to start at the Gestedt Verhof yearlings. He considered Silvano to have an amazing willingness to learn, based on a huge trust in humans. It is perhaps this characteristic that has been the key to Silvano's phenomenal success. He got a pass from the sales and graduated straight from the stud farm into training with Andreas Wöhler. Federico Tessio said a horse gallops with his lungs, perseveres with his heart, but wins with his character. Silvano was certainly blessed with the very best of characters. His boundless generosity, kindness, and above all, willingness to give his unreserved best every time he was required to, earned him the affection and undying loyalty of all who've had the privilege of working with him. Silvano made his racecourse debut on the 11th of September 1998, taking on a field of 9. Sent out as the stable's second choice, he surprised everyone by romping home an easy winner and was put away for the winter. He returned to the track in April as a 3-year-old, stepping straight into group company with a victory over 2,200 meters at Bremen.
Silvano geht besser als Catella. Silvano und Andy Boschert sind die Sieger. Silvano gewinnt leicht mit 3 Längen. Silvano vor Catella.
An international racing champion is never an easy task. Travel takes a tremendous toll on horses, but Silvano took it all in his stride. His trademark, good nature, was supplemented by a rare work ethic and physical constitution to give his best every time he faced a starting gate. He was catapulted into international Grade 1 status in the 2001 Singapore Cup. Andreas Suborix settled him off the pace towards the back of the 6-horse field. And as a gap opened when they rounded the turn, Silvano dropped the hammer. Accelerating in electrifying fashion, he absolutely brained them, winning by a widening 5.5 lengths, setting a new track record.
Caetano's taken over now from Silvano. The 2 German representatives, they strode clear from our Aristotle. In behind them is Kim Angel, but away goes Silvano. 150 metres to go. The international representative from Germany, he's absolutely donkey-licked them as he goes to the post. What a win, Silvano in the $1 million Singapore Cup.
At the Dubai World Cup Carnival, Silvano finished 2 lengths back for a 3rd place in the Grade 2 Dubai Shima Classic over 2,400 meters. The race taught the trainer that Silvano was clearly better over slightly less ground, so he switched to 2,000-meter races only. In Hong Kong, for the 2001 QE2 Cup, he took the lead, 1.5 furlongs out, and won by the best part of 2 lengths.
Dariapur, joined by Silvano. Oriental Express and Jim and Tonic unleashing a big run. He's coming again late. It might be too late. Silvano for Subrix has got a break. He's 2 lengths clear. Jim and Tonic trying hard. Indigenous 3rd. Silvano wins the QE2 by 2 lengths. He came here with a good record. We wondered how he'd go at international level, but he ran gamely in the Vase. A lot of people stood up and took notice of him, and as I said, Dubai and Singapore was just great. He showed turn of foot, and he's done well here today. Mark Richards with Andy Subrix after the QE2 Cup.
Thank you, David. How does that feel, Andre?
I can't say how I feel, really. This is so much impression on me now, and my horse gives me so good feeling. I love him for that. He win in the end very easy, and I'm fucking happy.
Oh, what a classic. What a great run, what a good horse, and speechless.
He subsequently traveled to the USA for the 2001 Arlington Million, which he won most impressively.
And they're in the stretch of the million. A furlong and a half to go. And Andreas Suborix sends the German-bred Silvano to the front. Hap is 3 lengths behind. Predatory 3rd. Caetano 4th. And then farther back is Muakad and Whiteheart. But it is Silvano. Silvano, the German-bred, going on for glory in the million under Andreas Suborix, winning by 3.
was the first German horse winning a Grade 1 in the USA. 6 days before his triumph, his younger brother, Sabiango, won a Grade 1 in Germany. The first time in American history that two brothers win Grade 1 races on 2 continents in less than a week. Subsequently, Spirit of Eagles, their dam, was elected as Broodmare of the Year in the US. The first time in history that an American mare non-residing in the United States be honored with this title. After his trip to the US, Silvano went into quarantine to race in the Cox Plate. He finished 4th, probably as he only enjoyed one single grass gallop in the 2 months of quarantine before that race.
The outside going to Sunline. They got very tight, but Northerly wins the Cox Plate.
Silvano's final haul was 7 wins from 15 starts, ranging from 1,400 to 2,200 meters, across 6 different countries, German Horse of the Year honors, and a time form rating of 126. During his racing career, he always traveled with Bianca Werchter, his groom, work rider, and partner in life. Silvano retired to stud at Gstedt-Verhoef in 2002, and being the first German horse to have traveled the world, he was warmly received by the German breeding industry. He covered a relatively small book, but managed to produce a Guineas winner and a champion mare. In the same year, Andreas Jacobs purchased Main Chance Farms near Robertson and decided to shuttle his star to the Southern Hemisphere for the 2003 breeding season. I just felt that he was ideal for South Africa, a 2,000-meter horse who liked fast ground and also a complete outcross.
No, I think this is a dream. Nobody can expect that by bringing a stallion. I mean, hope, everybody has hopes, but with him it was a dream. Why? Because he was a bit of a fragile racehorse. He wasn't always sound and he had back problems. I would have preferred him to be a sound horse, but he doesn't give that on to his offspring, which is fantastic. I think what he also does is he brings his mind to his offspring. His own mind is very focused. He's a very calm horse. He's a horse where I would ask my daughter to play with him in the paddock. He would be a super gentleman. He brings that to his offspring, so they're very clear in their mind and they can concentrate and they don't get carried away.
It was here that fate stepped in. Having completed his South African stud duties, Silvano's intended return to Germany was ultimately cancelled when an outbreak of African horse sickness grounded his plane for good. It was on the day of his departure. It was a bitter pill to swallow, particularly when Silvano received Germany's champion freshman sire in 2005 and was named second leading European second season sire behind none other than the mighty Galileo. An achievement that truly isn't made enough of, given Galileo's own achievements. Silvano did make it back to Germany for the 2009 season to honor the commitments from the 2004 aborted trip. But by then, it had been decided to have him settle in South Africa on a permanent basis. From this single crop, he managed to produce yet another classic winner when Lucky Speed won the Derby.
Und Lucky Speed gewinnt das Rennen. Lucky Speed ist Derby-Sieger. Lucky Speed gewinnt.
It can never be overstated just how much Europe's loss was South Africa's gain.
They're in the closing stages right now, and in the last bit it's King's Gambit. A huge win, a huge run. King's Gambit won the SA Classic.
But it's Bold Silvano by a length. Irish Flames trying to run on. Happy Valley, River Jitters and Services. Bold Silvano's in front. Irish Flames trying, but Bold Silvano a wing on every hoof. Mike de Kock, you're a living legend. 1-2 in the Vodacom Durban July.
Talina down the centre of the course, Ice Machine. Punta Arenas half the deficit. Also running on is Power King. Punta Arenas is flying on the outside. Punta Arenas and Power King the last 100. Power King, Punta Arenas, eyeball to eyeball. Power King from Punta Arenas. Talina's on the inside for Turan. Legal Eagle to the post. They went.
But this time is Al Sahem's time. He goes one better as he wins the South African Derby. Al Sahem beat Pagoda.
It's my turn, Al Sahem, Nightingale, Edict of Nantes, Horizon on the outside, Black Arthur, Marinaresco, Crambambuli, Al Sahem, it's close, Nightingale, Marinaresco and Al Sahem, they went over the line as one, very, very close. Al Sahem nearest us. They're going to get the nod now. Marinaresco won the Vodacom Durban July.
The heavy artillery's arrived here. Hawam's 2-3 lengths in front. Barrahin National Park, but it's pure brilliance. Hawam has won the South African Classic. Hawam shot clear, 120 left to go from South Africa to the world. This is Hawam, this is what he can do. Hawam is special. Look at her go, Summer Pudding, goes past Running Brave, Crown Towers, Tierra del Fuego and Tree Tambo. The reflection of perfection is simply staggering. Summer Pudding, what a racehorse. That's the best that I've ever called at Turpentine. Summer Pudding, that's the best performance. The draw, the boys, the grade 1, the weight, never mind. The daughter of Silvano is 9 from 9. And when you thought her last win was her best win yet, what do you think of this win?
Went through on the inside to join Anna Arabio past the 200 metres mark. Vancouverite third. Tradestorm's running on out wide, but it's too late. Vercingetorix in front, and Vercingetorix is too good. Vancouverite second, Anna Arabio third, Tradestorm fourth, then Mushrek.
Dear friends, today is a very special day. Today is Silvano's 25th birthday. And we are here at Main Chance Farms to celebrate this special day. And I like the guest of honor to come out and join us to his party. It's actually his party. He gave me the greatest pleasure as an owner of racehorses, and I think the greatest pride as he became a sensational stallion in this country, in the world. In his life, he had a lot of friends. I'd like to thank all of them. I'd like to thank, first of all, the team at Gestüt Verhof, where he was born, as you know, Simon, Andreas Wöhler, Monty Roberts, Bianca Wächter. I'd like to thank Martina Grünewald, and I'd like to thank here all of you, especially Max, who's walking him so nicely, Colin, of course, all of you who helped, of course, John Slade, who was with him for many, many years, and thank you, Tim, for the same. Happy birthday, Silvano.